The 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week, sponsored by Rand Insurance Group.
That might have been my favorite cheer of the entire season. Anyways, sometimes scoring 60 points just isn't enough to win the game. Luckily, Montague's playmakers were able to score more than that with the help of our latest 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week. The Wildcats beat Fremont 70-64. Yes, basketball season isn't here yet, so it was a football game, and it was a game that certainly got our attention. That performance included a whopping 456 yards of total offense, 111 yards on the ground, 345 through the air. The starters on the offensive line, Logan Hansen, Isaac French, Maverick Osborne, David Myers, and Hunter Shook. Coach Justin Dennett also wanted to give a special shout out to H-back Fletcher Toman, who was the lead blocker all night long. Tonight didn't go quite as well for the Wildcats. They traveled to Manistee and lost 65-32. We showed you earlier tonight who's chasing Mona Shores in the OK Green, but if the Sailors beat Reese Puffer tonight, the Sailors will have the conference title all to themselves. Maddie Monroe was there to see if Mona Shores could get the job done.
Yeah, Jacob, and if they could, it would mark the Sailors' first outright conference title since 2020. It was the 51st meeting between these two longtime Muskegon County rivals, and the Sailors came out strong looking for their 8th win tonight. Start of the first quarter, Jonathan Pittman with the carry. He takes it right through the middle and runs it all the way to the end zone, putting the Sailors up with the early lead, 6-0. But the Rockets aren't letting that first score get them down. Mason Dark takes it wide, makes a fantastic run, passing defender after defender until he finally gets taken down. The Rockets can't make it to the end zone, but they aren't letting the Sailors go home with an easy win. Second quarter now, Pittman is back and makes a great throw to Micah Carafell, and he sneaks around the defense with an impressive run up the line. And the Sailors are not letting anything get past them tonight. Pittman with the pitch to Tyrese McCorvey-Hill now, and he keeps on going, driving through the defense for another Sailors touchdown. Mona Shores dominates the game, winning 40-0.
That team has just been dominant all season long, and tonight was also an opportunity for Unity Christian to lock up an outright conference title. All the OK Gold teams are playing non-conference games next week, so one last team from the conference has a chance to upset the Crusaders, and it was Zeeland East. Tonight was the first matchup between these Ottawa County foes since 2019. Unity Christian would get the ball first and strike right away. Jackson DeHoop fakes to his left, QB keeper to his right, clear path into the end zone for the game's opening score. Craig Tibby's squad passes just a handful of times per game, but when they do, it works. Next drive, DeHoop to Isaac Steenstra for the big gain, and he was just getting started. Later in the drive, the senior running back Steenstra punches it in, and it was 16-zip after another successful two-point conversion. Next drive, the Crusaders make it a perfect 3-for-3 to start the night. Steenstra's second touchdown of the game had Unity Christian up 22-0 after the first quarter of play, and it was pretty much done from there. Unity Christian stays perfect with the dominant 56-14 victory. Staying in the OK Gold, where Zeeland West faced off against South Christian. This one technically a home game for South, but played at Hudsonville, which is closer to Zeeland. We picked this one up less than a minute to go in the half. Ducks up 20-0, but the Sailors strike before the break. The sophomore Isaac Osterhaven refuses to go down. It was 20-7 headed into the intermission. First drive of the third, Carson Viss, this kid makes something out of nothing every week. 4th and 17, Sailors go for it. Viss buys just enough time to find his man. South Christian would score later in the drive. Late third quarter, Ducks still up 20-14 though, looking to get back that 2-possession lead. Former MVP of the week, Keaton Hendricks, making things happen with his legs, weaving through the Sailors defense and sets up West right in the red zone. First play of the fourth, the offense can't get any closer. Jonah Leslie punches it in to restore the 2-possession lead as Zeeland West goes on to take this one 34-21. Up next, we're going to shift our focus from the conference title race to the playoff race. Two Division I teams hoping for a playoff berth square off when Jenison travels to East Kentwood. And Ravenna, the Bulldogs face their longtime rivals from Oak Ridge as both work to keep their postseason hopes alive.